Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan battle video for you. In this video we're going to be looking at how you can get all the missions done and clear stage 1 of the Supreme Magnificent Battle Next Generation's Saiyans edition. So to get this done, there are going to be two missions you're going to need to do. The one is to just get the stage done, and the other one is to get the stage done within 5 turns. So you need to be quick, you need to be doing very high damage. I'm going to have the team that I used on the left there, and this is definitely what I would recommend bringing. You would definitely want to bring as many STR units as possible. Goten is going to be physical the entire time, so both stages he's going to have both phases that he's going to have are going to be physical, so STR will be perfect for this. This team also, the Super Bosses team, has a lot of attack lowering, and that is going to help because Goten has a ton of attack raising mechanics, so you kind of need to finish this in 5 or 6 turns anyway, otherwise he's going to be hitting incredibly hard. In his base form, he is going to have 150 million HP and be hitting 1.3 million normals with a 3 million super. Now, that super is not guaranteed to be in slot 1, but it does happen a lot in slot 1. I have seen it fire off in slot 2, and it catches you unawares because suddenly your int Merge Zamasu is dead because he didn't get enough supers to stack. But yeah, that is going to be a slot 1 that we're going to mainly see the first phase's supers in. And yeah, when the second phase rolls around though, it is going to be a guaranteed 100% super in slot 3 every single time. So keep that in mind. It is a very, very hard hitting super. The first stage of this fight is not really that hard. The first phase, it's going to be not that it's easy, but it's not too bad. The second phase does roll around though, and we now have a 4 million super and 1.4 million normals and 450 million HP. So not the highest HP numbers we've ever seen, but the fact that the attack and defense goes up by 90% with each turn passed up to 450%, you don't want to dilly-dally around. You need to be hitting very, very hard with your units. Now you see what I've done is I know that that super is coming in slot 3. Neither of these units are going to survive that, so we're going to do a cardinal sin here. We're going to float off Strength Zamasu and Goku Black Tag unit here, because those other two are not going to survive. So you kind of want to have like the AGL clone on here that you can run right at the ends with his 70% damage reduction. Not 70% damage reduction, 70% chance to dodge. Don't forget to give him an AGL orb though, otherwise you're not going to have as much of a chance to dodge, and you're going to only have about a 50-50 chance. So definitely don't forget to give him that AGL orb. And now it is pretty much just playing around that slot 3 super and trying to do as much damage as quickly as possible before Goten gets out of hand, because that attack plus 90% is coming every single turn, and eventually normals will start hitting crazy hard, and the super will just be too much to tank. So yeah, but this team should handle it pretty much admirably. You are going to take some damage. Like you can see, we're already taking damage. The Goku Black unit there is already going to be taking damage from supers, and that super is just going to get chunkier and chunkier. So we do really want to have a dodge unit here or there, so we can hopefully just dodge some of that damage. Once the 4th/5th turn rolls around though, we are going to be able to start firing off some actives, so definitely I'm going to recommend that you save them, but it's not like you're going to not have killed phase 1 Goten within like 1 or 2 turns. The moment you get those actives for the Goku Blacks, just fire them off so that they immediately do as much damage as possible, boost up the whole team, and you might even be able to switch into actually I wouldn't recommend switching into Zamasu and putting even with those extra supers he's going to do and the damage reduction support, he's just not going to have the defensive stats to kind of get through here. From like turn 3 or 4, we're going to be getting hit so hard by Goten, we're going to need to be dodging pretty much. But that wasn't a problem. We think we get it through here at about stage 4. We do enough damage. He doesn't have the craziest amount of damage, the craziest amount of health actually on bosses. We're seeing like I guess, which was the last one I was fighting, it was 1 billion health, which is crazy. So at least he's not as much of a sponge as the rest. Yeah, so I'd say this team would be absolutely fine for this, and you might want to also, if you have a Mega, I don't have a Mega unfortunately, you could look at running a nice Shadow Dragon team. Those Shadow Dragons, especially with Nova Shenron doing like 50, 60, 70 million, the free-to-play one, he would be great for this because he is STR, and then you also have the STR Omega Shenron EZA that recently happened as well, or Super EZA. So those two should do huge damage as well to this boss, so they'll be pretty good for this as well, and there's dodging on that team and a lot of tanking. So that would be another team that maybe you could run if you're struggling to get this done quick enough. So here we're going to just pretty much take a gamble. I'm just checking here, confirming that we are greatly raising defense because those normals are going to be type advantage. So I was just making sure Goku Black is not just going to die there. And it's a good thing that we do kill him here with these two, because that AGL Goku Black Rose was definitely not surviving the super. He needs to take at least 2 hits to have his extra 50% damage reduction. It takes him all the way up to 70, and there is only 1 hit at the end there, so that would have been the super, and that would have been death. So yeah, kind of had a do or die situation here on turn 4, and yeah, you might have to restart this a few times. I did have to try 1 or 2 times just to get the order of the units right. That does seem to be something that is happening a lot Dokkan at the moment. Not the biggest fan, but what can you do? These incredibly hard-hitting bosses right out the gate, you're gonna have to restart a couple of times here and there just to make sure you got that right. Now, we nearly killed you. It was so close that I was so nervous that we were just gonna die there, but the 3.8 million super came through from Rose here, and he was fine. So yeah, that is how you get that done. The 5-turn mission done. All done and dusted, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys in the next video.